Hey everybody, welcome to the Porn Free Millennial Podcast. This is Mac, and just want to say off the bat, did 7 interviews in a row. The last 7 episodes have been interviews with great people, great perspectives. If you haven't listened to that, please do. And it's good to be back. It's good to be doing a solo episode. I've been meaning to do this for a bit, but the schedule's been pretty crazy. I've been traveling a lot in the RV, going to different places in Colorado, basically in and out of state parks in northern Colorado and then the mountains. I'm in Estes Park right now in the middle of the mountains, using my Starlink here, doing the remote job and RV life. It's been fun. But today I wanted to just do a real quick episode. I've got to jump to recovery group in about 9 minutes. But I really wanted just to get something out, something quick, something useful for you. So once again, real great interviews, the last 7. Definitely check those out. Different topics I think you'll find really useful. But for today, we're going to talk about the difference between admiration versus objectification, especially in these warm months that are upon us right now. So the title of this podcast is Buns Out, Buns Out. And this comes from an article that I wrote on my Substack on Friday last week. And this article really came to me because I was actually in a Walmart parking lot. And this was early last week. I was just getting a few things. I was on the phone with my girlfriend, actually. And I looked over because I heard some college-age girls giggling or something. And across the parking lot, I saw these 2 women look like they're pretty attractive. Look back, I'm like, okay, gonna keep going in the store. And I had to do a double take because just something caught my eye that was kind of weird. And I looked back over, and one of them was not wearing any pants. It was crazy. And it was just one of those situations that I didn't ask for it. I wasn't looking for it. It just happened. And even though I'm doing pretty well with my recovery, it's definitely something that was triggering, right? It was something that stuck in my mind. It was this image that was plastered in my mind. And there was parts of me that wanted to look back, that wanted to do another take and just stare and just engorge myself in it. But I didn't. I checked it in with my girlfriend right away. We had a good laugh because, of course, it's Walmart. Crazy things happen there all the time. And then I checked it in later with my brother too, who's my accountability partner, just to be accountable and say, hey, this is what I saw. It was triggering. I had this image in my mind. And really what helped me out was telling myself, I don't really need to do anything with this. This is something that happened, but it doesn't have to lead to something else. It doesn't have to lead to a porn binge or starting to edge online. It doesn't have to lead to any of that. And it didn't, which was great. And another thing about it too that I was doing in my mind was humanizing this person. Hey, this is somebody's daughter. This is somebody's girlfriend potentially. This is a person. This is a human being. Even though they're kind of acting crazy, doing something crazy, it's still a human being. They're still a human being. They still deserve respect in my mind. So why I bring this up is it's springtime, going in the summer. Definitely women are going to be wearing less clothing, right? More to look at. And I think when we're stuck in that porn mindset, I call it being a grubby man. Where oftentimes when we see an attractive woman, the information that we're gathering is more pornographic, it's more sexual, versus being more of a place of admiration potentially or respect. And I think that's really the difference. I think when you can admire beauty, right? Like there's beautiful women all the time. You're never going to avoid beautiful women. They're going to be in public. It's going to be, you're going on social media online. There's going to be beautiful women there that even if you're innocently going through there, you're not looking for anything. Something might pop out, even though you might have a clean feed, you might have accountability software, all that stuff. There's still going to be beautiful women out there. And the real question to you is, what are you going to do with that information? And are you going to objectify that person? Are you going to use them more or less as an object of your sexual pleasure? Or can you just realize that this is a human being, they have beautiful features, and then just move on with your life, move on with what you're doing. Don't stick on it. And I think definitely in the spring and summertime months, it's been definitely a struggle, I think, in life for me, especially when I was really struggling with porn, is just having wandering eyes, doing double takes, almost like when I'm in public, like looking for, searching for someone that's attractive just to stare at, right? And I don't think that's good behavior. It's not dignified. It's not it's not based in integrity. And I think it is a symptom of when we are consuming porn and we're consuming it compulsively and we're stuck in this porn prison. It's definitely a symptom of it. So, quick episode, but I just wanted to put a spotlight on that of when you're out in public or when you're online, have that idea in your mind of, hey, you can still admire beauty, but you don't have to objectify it. So, I just wanted to bring up three real quick, simple mindset shifts that you can focus on in these situations where there's someone attractive, either online or in public, especially in these warmer months. So, number one, what we got is humanize. So, humanize that person. So, what I was talking about with that girl in the Walmart parking lot, she's someone's daughter, she's someone's girlfriend. Or if it's someone that's more adult, hey, that could be somebody's wife, right? They're not your toy, they're not your snack, they're not your possession. I think when you humanize that person in front of you, it disrupts that fantasy and it invites respect back in the room. And not just respect for that person, but just the self-respect of yourself. Like you're not this walking sexual object yourself. You're a human being of dignity too. And I think when you treat yourself with dignity, you can treat others with it. So number one is humanize. Number two is empathize. So you might laugh at this one, but I want you to flip the switch and like if somebody was looking at you like you were a piece of meat, just with pure lust in their eyes. And I think as men, we might joke, oh, I wish women would look at me like that. But I think that is like the porn brain in our mind too, is that we're programmed to want to feel desired in that way. But I think it's a hollow, it's a hollow and it's an objectification, right? It doesn't feel good, I think, to be objectified by somebody else. And especially too when someone's just looking at you for your body and not who you are as a person. Ultimately, I think that's a pretty sad thing and it doesn't really lead anywhere good. Like you have to remember for yourself and for this person, you're more than just a body. You're more than just sexual desire. And you're made for dignity, not display. And I think for women too, when a man is staring at them like that, I don't I don't think that they find that attractive. I think it doesn't go unnoticed. I think typically like women can feel it and it's unsettling. I think they feel dehumanized, even threatened by that. And especially like if you're in the dating market, like if you're trying to find somebody, if they feel like they're just an object to you, you're not really going to get deep in that relationship. You might get deep physically for a part of it potentially, or even if you're in a marriage and you're just treating your wife like a sexual object, there's a whole lot more of life to live and fulfillment to have going deeper than just the skin. So I think bringing in the humanity is incredibly important, and it's incredibly important to having integrity. And then last but not least, and we'll wrap it up, is prioritize. So let's say you did indulge in that lingering look or that mental replay. What did it cost you? Time, focus, trust, your relationship, sobriety, your connection with your higher power. I think lust, it makes big promises with small returns. And I think too often we trade what matters for what feels good right now. So if you want to walk in freedom, I think you need to prioritize your integrity, the quality of your thoughts, and the impacts of your actions. Choose humanity over objectification. So that's it. Quick episode. I've got to hop to group, but remember, humanize, empathize, prioritize, and shift that objectification into admiration, and then just move on. Move on. You don't need to do anything with that information. So stay cool headed out there. in these warm months, this warm season ahead, and stay free. Much love, everybody. We'll get some episodes up soon. Got some interviews lined up that should be pretty good, and some more solo episodes with some interesting concepts. So that being said, everybody, break free, stay free, be free, and keep fighting the good fight. Talk to y'all later. Bye.